It's all or nothing.
Okay. We live.
Are we live?
We are.
We are live. Happy Friday, everyone.
Friday.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
happy
everyone.
first live stream of 2026. Oh yeah, I hope you can hear me. We're sharing a mic today.
Please leave a comment if you can hear anything.
Yeah, if you can't hear anything, let us know now.
I am Con. This is Becky.
Becky?
This is Gray, of course. Just kidding. I'm Daniel. Of course, you guys are already aware. This Con is no longer in the shop. So me, Chloe, Gray, who wish to help out with the live stream today very kindly. We'll be doing this first one of 2026. Hi, Gray. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. I understand that Con is going to be trolling us.
That's right.
But just remember, Con, we know where the bodies are buried, so we'll get
Con.
you.
We know where you live. Let's see if the comments have come through. Hi, Gray, Chloe, and Dan. Terrence Allen, of course. Happy New Year.
Yes.
Good to see you in the comments. Yes, so we prepped the first live stream for the year with a very illustrious guest, Gray. We want to talk about maybe the roots of where you started and...
Right.
So we have some notes here.
Yeah.
Just going to flip out.
Well,
Where should we start, Gray? Where would you want to...
Well, I guess if we're talking about sort of photographic retail, was my first camera shop.
Yeah.
Which was in Bournemouth.
Mm-hmm.
And it was mostly selling kind of things that holidaymakers would want,
Right.
Instamatics and Polaroids and things like that. We had a few 35mm single lens reflexes in. We sold loads and loads of film, and Mr. Hartle, who's sadly passed, was very strict. Incredibly strict. You had
Really?
to wear a suit, and he would check you in the morning.
Yeah.
And
Tie as well, suit and tie, and
Where's your
the whole
tie?
nines.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm doing a con,
yeah.
semi-smart.
And but which was rather unnerving, he would come in every day and say to me, he'd come up with a photographic term. He might say, what's a focal plane shutter?
Oof.
And if there was a slight and an ah, he'd go and look it up in a dictionary.
Yeah.
So, I'd go off and read it out in a very rote manner.
Of
I'd
course.
say, it's a so-and-so, so-and-so. And he goes, but what does that mean? And then it would fall apart because all you'd
Just
done was
repeating
recite,
things.
There was no real knowledge. So he did this every day for 3 years. And then one day he came in and said, what's definition of so-and-so? And I said, so-and-so. He said, how would you use that in a sentence or something? And I'd say, so-and-so, so-and-so. Oh, good. And then he asked me another question. And we got back question 5. He said, this is 3 years after I started. He said, I just want to confirm you're now competent to work for me.
Great, you're giving me many ideas.
Yeah, that's what you're going to start doing to us.
He's going to start.
Yeah.
But, I really resented it.
Did you?
Yeah, completely. And it wasn't until after I left him and went to London for an interview. In fact, I should have a photograph of the half of
have a look.
photographic.
Right.
Bear with us,
Bear
guys.
with us.
This is our first rodeo.
Is it this one?
Hold on. Let's see. So if you go...
Are we in the corner now?
It
Oh, no, you
says
have to press
half
on.
There we
There
go.
we are, in the corner.
It is a different image, so I'm just going to try and find it.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
I see a few comments like hello from Connecticut as well.
Wow,
Oh,
international.
I know, crazy.
How do I...
Maybe that one? Or is
Can you
it on
see the other images?
No.
Black
I can't see them.
magic. No.
Well, we might have to use our imagination today
Yeah.
until we figure this out.
Yeah. So just mock it up in your
If I
mind.
press it again, will it go to the next one?
Yeah, it will go off, I think. So if you go...
Yeah.
Press the first button there.
There we go.
Oh,
I think we are back.
So I rather resented it, but it was
Yeah.
only when I had decided to move up to London, because I wanted to explore all areas of retail, and I went to work in a shop called Fox Talbot on Tottenham Court Road.
Was that that photo?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
There we go.
And my interview was 6 or 7 questions.
Wow.
And they all came to me like that.
You prepared.
And I suddenly thought, I owed him a great debt, my old boss, because he'd made me competent in an area, you know. And we stayed in touch right up to when he was fairly elderly and you know, and in some difficulties. So I'm in touch with his family still.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's really kind.
And but he was a great man. Now, Fox Talbot was interesting because it was run on a very, very high-level, proactive finish, and they had a separate section, and we sold everything. And the boss was another tough egg, and you could call him John, but he insisted on calling you Mr. Levitt, or he would call you Ms. Court, something like that, or Mr. Cruz. And he had what he described. He called it, Fox Talbot, the #1 shop for the Nikon man. Can you imagine doing that now? And
that's before Grays of Westminster was around.
Yeah, exactly.
And as if women didn't buy cameras.
Of course, that as well. For a man, I see.
You see what I mean? But I, you know, and some of the staff really resented his the discipline. But it did make you. It did give you sort of parameters to work in and how to look after people. And he was terrific. He was rather terrifying. He would say things like to me, "Mr. Levitt, what do you think of fox hunting?" And I said, "Oh, well, I thought Oscar Wilde summed it up really well." And he said, "What's that?" And I said, "The unspeakable in full pursuit of the uneatable." And he goes, "Do you know that I hunt with the Quan and the pitchfork?"
Oh, no.
So, you know, I just sort of opened my mouth to change feet. So that was Fox Talbot. And then from there, I went to a pro shop.
Where was the pro shop?
It was originally in Great Marlborough Street, just down to Liberties.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I know that area.
Yeah, and there's a little, if you cross over from Liberties, go down the street, at the back of the London Palladium, there's a little street called Ramilly Street.
Yeah.
And they moved there above Sky Photographic. Yeah. And Sky was like one of those 24-hour labs.
Wow.
And so KJP was a pro store. So in the morning, I think, I worked in the film department, and we were selling, I think, well over £1 million worth of film a year.
That is crazy.
And
what year was this?
That I joined there in '76.
Ah.
1976.
And there was a lot of, all the assistants would come in and buy the film after the weekend for their bosses, and to make sure they got everywhere. A lot of them came in on roller skates.
That is so cool.
It's very 70s.
And we just had, we were just sort of, we sold everything up to, did we do 10/8? Yeah, we did.
Wow, quite large.
We did 10/8 films.
Yeah.
Which we kept in refrigerators downstairs. And they used to sell these, what were called bricks of Kodachrome.
Yeah.
A brick of Kodachrome.
Yeah, a brick of Kodachrome.
Wasn't lucky to shoot Kodachrome. It wasn't around anymore, of course.
Yeah. No, because it was unlike Ektachrome, it was prepaid. So when you finished it, you popped it into an envelope, sent it to Kodak in Hemel Hempstead. A few days later, you'd get it back.
Wow.
Yeah.
And but also they had this unusual system in that if someone paid you in cash or a check, you had this tube. And you stuff the money in and the invoice, and you'd send it. It would vacuum.
Why do I remember that? Why do I remember that? Is that it? Must be in TV shows, right?
Yeah.
That's just thrown me back to something, and I can't. I'm gonna have to figure out what I remember it from. That's crazy. You're just I didn't realize it was a real thing. And it went
down to the department. Yeah. And they would give the change and send it whooshing back up.
Would it ever get stuck between?
No, not in my experience. No. And we had different departments, film department, and then I took over and I ran the stills department, and so we did everything up to 5.4. I think we even had a 10/8 Sinar there, And so I ran there. We had a darkroom department, so we sold 5.4 enlargers and things like that, and then a flash department.
And what happened to the store? When did it close?
It was taken over by a company called Pelling and Cross, so it became still kept KJP, but it was called Keith John KJP Killing and Pelling and Cross, and then it was bought out by Calumet, and then Calumet I think was absorbed by Wex.
There you go. So still around in a way.
Yeah, that's crazy. I never knew that.
Yeah, that's right.
Was this before you moved to America, or was this?
Yeah, because I left and I moved to Scotland and I got married to up there, and I was what did I do? I stayed up there for a while, and then unfortunately my wife got cancer, and she sadly passed away, and so some friends of mine invited me out to stay with them for a few weeks in Los Angeles, and I made a number of contacts. So I moved out there for several years.
Wow.
And I was doing stills, mostly for people who wanted headshots or to show around or for television and film studios. So I did that, and I wrote for several magazines. I wrote for a magazine called Ad Astra, which was science fiction, science fact. And I wrote for Kate Bush.
Amazing.
And I did freelance stuff, but it was a struggle. I mean, when I went out there, my money was slowly disappearing. I did everything. I gardened.
And now you write for your own magazine.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
I guess that laid the foundation for everything that you do today. You know, in the Corona magazine, and that's great about anything, and photography, and you know for sure.
Well, I think I learned from you guys as well. Then I moved back to the UK. Yeah. And did about a year in the music business.
How was that?
I ran the promo for an indie record label, and we had a keyboard hire company. Oh, there's the background that Con remembers so well.
Yeah,
he
sorry
just left
guys.
a comment.
Yeah. What is that racket?
We did get a comment from Con saying the roadworks are still on. They never left.
They actually just wait for this live stream to go live, and then they start the work.
It's been quiet all day.
It's been quiet all day until right now. We
did get another interesting comment saying B&H in New York, they still have a tube system.
They still have one.
Wow.
Let's install one tomorrow.
Yeah. So we had a keyboard hire company.
Yeah.
And we had some demo recording studios there, and so I did that for quite some time, and I managed some musicians as well.
Yeah.
And but I always had this idea of doing retail. So when I came back, I went around all these shops. I went for an interview to someone, and he said, "Well, I can see that you've had a great deal of experience, but I don't think we could ever employ you." And I said, "Oh, really? Why's that?" And he said, "Well, because you've worked for yourself, you won't work with other people well."
Interesting.
And I said, "And that's based on us just talking, is it?"
Right.
And I said, I always go for competence myself, which didn't endear him to him,
it helps your case there, great.
Yeah, and so I was kind of frustrated, and my darling late sister Susie said to me, "Why don't you just start your own place?"
Yeah.
I said, "I haven't got a place, I haven't got any money."
Yeah.
So she said, "Well, why don't you see if you can use this little room next to my kitchen?" And that's how we started. And I think I don't know if you can get the pictures.
I believe we do. Let's give it a go.
Let's give it a go, guys.
Is this...
I think if you drag and drop it into there.
Is this the one?
Let me have a look. No, that's KJP.
It's KJP. Oh, the captions are there. There it is.
Yeah.
So we have it here.
So if you try and drag and drop it.
I think I have to.
You put it for the first one.
There we go.
Let's give it another go, Chloe.
What do I press?
Still. And this one here.
There's no media assigned, so that's why.
Oh no!
So you have to drag it to there.
Drag it here.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There we are. I think we're figuring this out.
Here we go. Next week it's going to be crazy, guys.
But there it is. There's your sister's. Sister's place.
It was her flat, and funny enough, we had this lady that used to work for us several years ago, and she was asking me about, where did you start and so on and so. I said, oh, here, I've got a picture and shows you.
Yeah.
I said it was next to my sister's kitchen. She said, oh, great. She said they had taps back then.
Oh my God.
Oh dear.
As if it was, the Dark Ages.
Medieval times.
Yes. And funnily enough, this morning we had a gentleman called Christoph Tressler who came in with his wife Marianne, and he was a customer
at your sister's place.
You just told me about this, didn't you? Yeah. So interesting.
I would say we have one of the most loyal customer bases I've never seen. I've worked many different retail jobs, and this still amazes me.
I've got two that have been buying from me wherever I've gone since 1973.
So that's Mr.
Chris Whiteman. And Adrian Cochrane, who runs the Nickel Landers South Coast Group.
Yes. Name and praise.
Happy New Year, Adrian.
Eva Cohen.
And Chris, if you're watching.
That's incredible, Grace. It's really cool that you kept a record of these places as well, the pictures. I love seeing that stuff and see how far you've come.
Yeah.
In fact, I learned a really interesting lesson. I was buying, I had very little money, but I bought this Rolly 6006 and advertised it, tiny little classifieds in Amateur Photographer. And could we sell it? Nobody. So I thought, I've got to get rid of it. I've got bills to pay. And I started ringing around all my other dealers.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, Gray, you must be mad. Nobody buys those anymore. And I said, really? He said, and everywhere I tried, it was the same story. No one buys them. And I remember... reading that what you devote energy to, you will have. I thought, that's interesting. So the phone maybe rang 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of time to twiddle my thumbs. And so I went and got the box out of the cupboard, took it out, got the instruction book, got the camera, and I read every page, and any word I didn't understand, I looked it up in the dictionary. And I went through the camera, took it apart, and at the end I thought, why wouldn't anyone? This is a beautifully engineered German product, Zeiss lenses. You'd be mad not to. It's a fantastic camera. Put it back on the shelf, walked back to my little desk, the phone rang, and a chap said, he said, it's a really long shot. He said, I've been looking everywhere. I'm looking for a mint box Rolly 6006.
Unbelievable.
I feel like that still happens to this day, doesn't it? It happens all the time. I'll have things open on my computer, something that I haven't even seen before, and I'm like, I've never seen this Nikon product before, and I'll look at it. The phone will ring, answer, and it's someone looking for that exact thing.
This happened very recently. I can't remember what the item was, but...
It's so crazy.
A little bit spooky, but...
But I think it means you're on the right path, so it's good. But talking about the shop, what has been some of your highlights of 2025, specifically in the shop?
2025, gosh. Well, the president of Nippon,
that's right.
Japan coming to visit us and presenting us with this beautiful silver bowl, which you can see on the awards page on the Grays of Westminster
socials as well.
It's just over there, yes.
It's beautiful.
And which was lovely, really, and mostly because I think it looked back that when I decided to go try Nikon only, I don't think there was a single person in the trade that didn't think we were insane. Well, I was insane, and the gentleman that ran, or who in fact responsible for setting up Nikon in the UK. The late Harry Collins said to me, well, you've got my blessing. He said, and then he came to see me at one point, and he said, you know, you always reminded me of me, because I worked at Rank AV, the film company, and they had a division which they owned all the major makes and brands of cameras. And he said, no, I loved the Nikons. And I went to my bosses and said, I want to just take over and run Nikon and set up authorized dealers, that only authorized dealers can do it. And they went, oh, okay, Harry. Well, there you go. You've got a rep on the road. You've got a secretary, 2 desks and 2 phones. You've got 1 year. And if it doesn't work, you can't go back to your old job. And he said it was quite a risk, but eventually it led to opening up Nikon UK as a separate company. So we kind of, there was a sort of mutual affinity for one another, because we had a combined reality, if you know what I mean. But it's funny, all these things like communication and things like that. I recall one story you might be interested in. As I worked for another rather acerbic, I don't think it's anything to do with the retail photographic trade, but I had this chap in one day, and I was chatting to him, and I was trying to find out something that we might have in common. And I said, do you read? And he said, yes. He said, I'm a big fan of J.R.R. Tolkien, which I had read Lord of the Rings. And I must have chatted to him for about an hour and a half. My boss was going, and he said to me, after he'd gone, he said, did he buy anything? I went, no, we were just discussing a potential buy. And he hammered me. And 2 days later, the chap rang up and said, I'd like to order 24 Nikomat FTNs with lenses and 24 megablitz. And he was, he had all these photographers in all these sort of kind of Butlins holiday type resorts around the country, and he was fitting them up all with the same cameras. And then I went to see my boss, and I said, so that communication worked, did it?
That must feel good.
Yeah, it did.
I can see Con in the comments having a chat with you all. Hi, Con. We miss you as well. I think people say that they miss him.
So let's take a time to read a few more.
Yeah, let's have a look at some of the comments.
Hi guys, it's a long-time viewer and occasional customer. Congratulations on bringing your own fresh new energy to the show. Ricky, St. Albans. That's very kind of you.
Thank you.
See a few more.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Hello guys, didn't see this was on the way until a moment ago. That might have been our fault.
Yeah, sorry. Con told us off. We should schedule it an hour before, which we will do next time.
We got another comment. Shut the window, guys. It is closed. But
it is closed.
It's super loud outside.
Yeah.
We're really sorry about that.
Yeah. But they do tend to push off early, because they start about 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, do they? Oh, that must be a nightmare.
Yeah, it is, yes.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, so...
I miss you too.
So is there anything else this year that has really stood out to you? I mean, it was the 40th?
40th anniversary.
It was the 40th, the award ceremony, and getting the Chris Cheeseman Memorial Award, which was a great shock. And I didn't know that Gillian Greenwood and Becky had been plotting behind my back with Nigel Atherton, the editor of Amateur Photographer, to gather all this information, because I was so shocked when suddenly I saw this huge image of me on the screen in Shakespeare's Underglobe there. But yeah, that was amazing, a great shock, because I always expect it's going to be someone else, someone far more important than me. And but no.
What about highlight of the 40 years, Gray?
The coat of arms.
Coat of arms.
Yeah, that was. So I think we've got a shot of it, haven't we?
Let's
see if we can do this again.
We'll get quicker, I promise.
We will. We'll be pros before you know it.
It's only taking us.
Is that it?
Oh, look at that.
Is it on? And then.
I think we're on. Wow.
Yeah.
Getting better.
Yeah, how this came about was a complete fluke to me. One of my distinguished customers, I was approached to help them speak to the College of Arms about a coat of arms for one of the people down there. And I said, sure. And so I went to the College of Arms in London, which has existed, I think, since the 12th century, as not in that particular building, but they've been around a long time. And this was when really heralds were kind of an early version of the Foreign Office. So they would negotiate peace or declare war and things like that. And I was with him when we were traveling to this country house where he was going to be filmed talking about this particular coat of arms. And he said to me while we were on the train, he said, why haven't Greys of Westminster got a coat of arms? And I said, I don't think we'd even remotely meet your prerequisites. And he said, well, let's have a look. And he came and interviewed me for about 3 hours. And it took about 6 months of due diligence. And then we got this note, I think it was via the Duke of Norfolk, who's the senior person who looks after, say, coronations and state occasions, opening of Parliament and so forth. And they said, you've got it. And then after that, because it's all done in hand on vellum.
Yeah.
And
beautifully done as well.
It took a year.
My God.
Because everything's done by hand. But that was a unique moment. I mean, so much so that the president of Nikon Japan came to England and to see us and said it had even been covered in Japanese newspapers.
Wow.
And we'd brought a great deal of honour. So I was immensely proud, really.
Yeah.
And that we'd delivered the kind of service that I feel people are due.
Wow, that's such an achievement. You should be very proud.
Oh, thank you very much. And let me ask, what about you two?
Ooh, what would you like to know, Gray?
Well, first of all, Daniel, you've been in retail before.
I have.
And has it always been retail?
Yeah, pretty much. My first job was at Harrods, which set me up really well for other places. The level of service that you're expected to give at Harrods is always quite up there. So, just the training that they do with you. You do 2 full days of training, fully paid, and they really go through everything, the way you should behave, the way you should talk, and obviously being yourself. But there's a bar that you have to meet. And so that was my first experience in retail, and then worked at Hollister for a little bit, which is maybe the complete opposite of Harrods.
What is that?
Hollister.
I don't know them.
So that's the shopping Regent Street. Gray. Oh, great! You'll love it. It's like surfers, California, SoCal. Our viewers might be aware, but it's the shopping Regent Street where you have shirtless models outside wearing lifeguard outfits. That was not my role, but I don't think Gray knew about this. It wasn't on my CV. Surprise! So that was another experience.
I'll bet.
Yeah, it's quite fun. Many different jobs, but Greys of Westminster has definitely been up there for me. Just working photography and the amazing thing that we have as well. The amazing customers. I think I started out with movies, and I think I said this on the first live stream with Con. And I always wanted to be a director of photography, and everybody would say, if you want to be a good DP, learn photography. So I kind of devoted time to it and fell in love with it. And it's been 10 plus years maybe since I bought my first camera.
I didn't know that's what you liked before. Like you wanted to be a DP before. That's
right. And here we are.
Yeah. Well, that's really interesting, because I didn't know, because I think Constantine must have interviewed you.
It was Becky, and then came in, had a quick interview with Con as well, and met Gray for the first time. Of course, I had been to the shop before as a customer.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, always mention that story, but it's Connie invoiced me the wrong lens. He knows what I'm talking about. What about Miss Court?
Yes.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I think
again.
I think Con did the similar sort of thing with me when I was on the first live stream. But yeah, I do have like a bit of experience in retail. My first job was in a cafe. Then I worked selling kitchens and bathrooms in Wix, which was fun. I worked at Superdry as well. And then I was a postwoman for 5 years, which was super fun. And then I studied for 3 years at the same time as when I was a postwoman. And then I freelanced for like a year and a bit. And then I've ended up here in London because I always wanted to move to London. So.
Oh, that was your dream, wasn't it? She's living her dream, guys.
I literally am living my dream, guys. I wanted to move to London and I wanted to work on film sets in the camera department and more recently the lighting department. And then I've been really enjoying my time here at the shop as well. I've been learning so much about cameras. I only really got into photography. I mean, I studied film, so photography, it's only been about a year and a half. So like you guys have taught me so much. Yeah. And all of the customers as well. Customers come in all the time and teach me stuff. I'm like, I never knew that. Yeah. So, yeah, it's been a really, really good time working here. I'm not sure how long it's been now. I think it's been about
9 months, maybe.
About 8 or 9 months. Yeah, I know. It's gone so quickly.
I had no idea. Oh, my God.
Well, it'll be my 3rd year in August. So that's also...
Really?
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
Tempest is fugiting, isn't it?
Yeah. Time flies when you're having fun, I suppose.
Exactly. So, that's a bit about me.
Oh, yeah. Could I just put in a little note here because I'm going to be departing soon because I've got another thing to go to. One is we have been nominated for an award, a Good Service Award by Amateur Photographer. And they do it every year. And, if you like us or have had good service for us and you feel we deserve it, it would be lovely if you could vote for us. I think the voting ends, on the 18th of January. And there'll be a link somewhere which Daniel and Chloe have put together which you can do. And we'd be very grateful if you could do it because since it's been inaugurated, they have a Platinum Good Service Award, which we've won for 9 years. And in our 40th year, it would be lovely to win it for 10 years in a row. And enough from me, but if you would, we'd be really grateful.
It takes no time to do as well. It's quite simple.
It's very quick.
Yeah.
And it would help us out so much. So
massively, guys.
Thank you very much if you've already voted as well. We really appreciate it.
Good point, Chloe. Yeah. So, anything else?
Nikon Owner magazine, we have a special.
Yes. Let me get that. I'm going to
We have
the latest cover.
The latest cover is one of my favourites.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's really, really nice,
Yeah,
it's great.
There it is.
Here we go.
Look at that. It's got a great review of the 180 to 600 as well.
Yes.
Definitely check that out. But we are running a special.
Yeah.
So the digital subscription that normally would be £49, it's £25. We have a link down below in the description, so you can quickly get your subscription there. And
Also, not only do you get these issues, you also can have access to the archive. That's right. 85 back issues, all for that price. And so, there's an absolute treasure trove of information and reviews that we've done over the last almost quarter of a century.
Yeah, amazing photography as well. And then, we highly recommend checking it out.
Yeah.
It's issue 85, this one. That's incredible, Gray. Don't know how you guys pull it off.
88.
88, oh my gosh.
88.
My apologies.
Yeah, we're working on 89 now.
Wow. Road to 100.
If I don't fall off my perch.
Anything else you want to add, Gray?
No. Well, actually, yes, there is something that these two young people here will be doing in forthcoming week. If it would be wonderful for them and for us if you would be kind enough to do a like and a subscribe.
Oh, yeah, thanks, Gray.
Please do so. And I will leave you in their capable hands. So I wish you a wonderful 2026. If there's anything you want to communicate with us, you know we're here for you. And I wish you all the best for 2026. Bye for now.
All right.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Gray.
you, Gray.
Welcome.
It was a pleasure.
Yes, I'm going to move up to this seat so I can have this mic.
Keep it going for a few minutes.
Yeah.
So, Chloe, what are we going to talk about?
So, I think it's our first live stream, so I think keep it pretty... What's going on at the moment? Pretty simple.
Yeah.
I think we had our first video go out the other day, which
That's
was
right.
The announcement of the 24 to 25. So we could talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if anyone watching this has seen the video. It wasn't a review, it was just the announcement. But we're looking at getting the lens soon, so hopefully
Stay tuned.
and we can do a review about it. But what do you think about it now that it's been announced, and there's been a bit of feedback,
It's an interesting one. I think it will go really well with kids. I think you usually say around 20% when you buy it with a camera. So it's similar to the current lenses that they have, like the 24-70 and 24-120 f4S lenses. This lens is not an S-line lens, of course, but it just gives you that, in between range of 105, and it's quite affordable as well, which is always nice to have affordable lenses on the lineup.
I think people, a lot of feedback people have been saying about the variable aperture.
Yes,
Is a bit, I don't know, people find it a little bit annoying, I think. But I think we should obviously try it out first.
Yeah, we'll take it out.
We'll do a video.
For sure.
Exactly what it's like. It's a good size as well, I think. Once I saw the photos, I think it looks actually like a decent size, good travel lens. So
quite light. That's always helpful as well for traveling.
Yeah, I see if anyone said anything in the comments.
I think Con. Is that Con again?
Who left these kids in?
You did. You abandoned us. And here we are. Chloe, move the microphone a bit closer.
Sorry, I always talk a bit too far away. Even in our most recent video, I had to cut all of your audio because you were speaking really loud and my was
I'll
really
take a step back.
Yeah.
Had another comment from, guys, we can't see your names, but we can see the handles. It says,
we'll learn them though.
MP, we'll definitely learn. MP Photo 55. I just ordered the Nikon Digital magazine and look forward to reviewing it and reading it. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Like Gray said, the back issues as well. There's so much you can get out of it. So definitely check it out.
Yeah.
I'm on a roll. Is that a film pun? I'm not sure. that was Con again, of course.
Wow, he's really trolling us in the comments.
Con, do you not have a job right now? What are you doing? It's like
he was just
3 p.m. Actually, I wanted to ask you guys as well in the comment section, what do you want to see from us? Any ideas, just leave us a comment. You got an email as well, just email us at info. We'll definitely be doing challenges.
Yeah, we've got a challenge, but we're not going to announce it just yet. We'll announce it next week, on Friday, on the live stream.
Which will be on time next time.
We were panicking 5 minutes before. How do we set this up? FaceTiming Con.
Definitely didn't FaceTime Con.
We definitely did not FaceTime Con.
That didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
I recognize this photo as well. Steve Lamb 7090. Who's that? I wonder who that is.
I have no idea who that is.
Hand pink waving hand. I think that was an emoji, but he just came out of the writing, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Let's wave back. Hi, Steve.
Work today.
Steve is back from holiday, guys, but obviously he doesn't work on Fridays, so give him a call on Monday. Con, please behave yourself. Tell him, guys. It's like he never left. It's like having him in the room, isn't it? Yeah. Con, coffee fund. You know what to do. Amateurs, beginners, enthusiasts, still a big market. Yeah, so that's. I think he's talking about the lens there.
Lens.
It's a huge market, guys. I was reading that in Asia, the crop sensor cameras, specifically the Nikon ones, they have the bigger market share, which is like the complete opposite in the shop. I think we sell mainly, Z8s, Z9s, and all the flashy and FX stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a huge market. and they are great cameras as well. You know, the Z30s and the Z50s. So budget cameras and lenses, not discounting them. They're very important, I think. No, go on.
Oh, no, go ahead.
It's kind of, Colin's commenting again, no money. What were you going to say? What was your question?
No, I was going to say about what other lenses do you think that everyone else see? I know we touched on it a little bit in the recent video, but if you guys have any sort of predictions as well, we'd love to hear it.
I think 24-70, 2.8, version 3, Mark 3.
Yeah, already.
What would you want out of the lineup? What's missing?
I think what you said when you mentioned before, like the 85, was it 85 1.4?
Yeah. That'd be cool.
That'd be quite nice, because the AFS, people really like the AFS version of that.
That great lens, yeah.
Yeah, that would be a really good one for the Z lineup. But yeah, people really want to see the new camera, don't they? A new camera. A
new camera, yes. Probably a Z9, a Z7 III. We'll see. They might surprise us. So it'd be interesting to see what is coming out in 2026.
Yeah.
And go on.
What you were going to say, I think. What were you going to say?
I'll let you take it. I think.
No, you don't need it.
Speaking of new releases, is that what you're going to say? You guys probably know this, but Chloe's a massive movie buff.
And you are as well. Both are.
Big time as well.
Really into the films.
So I wanted to ask, what movies did you enjoy in 2025 and what you're looking forward to in 2026?
Yes. This could be a new segment,
This could be a new segment. I think it should be a new segment.
It should be, okay.
Maybe we should have some graphics.
Yeah.
Some sound bites, like explosions and...
Yeah, we'll see what we can do and we figure this out. But...
Figure out the basics.
my top 3 films for last year... I definitely think they're probably similar to yours, but what was the first one? I can't remember the first one. One of them is definitely One Battle After Another. Of course, Sinners.
PCA, Sinners.
One Battle After Another, and Begonia.
Begonia, yeah.
Last year.
I would change Sinners for my top 3. I'd probably put... what's Nosferatu last year?
It was the year before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right at the end, I think.
I think I got to watch it in 2025, so I'll add it to my list.
I think it actually was still in cinemas, so I'll let you off. It was still in cinemas in the UK.
Sinners would probably make top 10 for me. Yeah. But it's great for cinema.
What about you?
What movies did you...
25?
Guys, I have to put Con on the spot as well, because for his leaving, we gave him a cinema ticket, which he has not used. Actually, we asked him about it. He was like, what do you mean? What cinema ticket?
He didn't even read the card.
He didn't read the card we gave him.
That card was about...
This big
paragraphs. You know how long it took Daniel to write his message?
It's not even being hyperbole. It took me a while. What about 2026 though? Films coming out.
Well, some of my favourites have already come out, and it's not even entered into the awards yet. It's Avatar.
Avatar.
You need to watch it.
I need to catch up.
It's really, really good. What other films are...
The Odyssey is set for this year. I think there's a new Avengers movie, Doomsday, which I don't really know how to feel about it.
I think.
And what else? I'm just trying to think whilst I read the comments, but Colin's saying he wants to see an FM4A. What else? 105, 2.8 macro lens. That would be flash guns, guys. We need a flash gun.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's a new one for the Z mount. That would be big.
It would be.
28 1.8S is missing. It sure is. Z mount film body. I'm not sure how that would work, but that would be really cool. What cinema ticket Colin is saying? Samantha, hold on, I swear. Arthur Rackham Hall, both look great.
Oh, the films. Yeah, I swear. I think
what are they about?
That came out last year. I swear. I think it's about a young guy with Tourette's, and it's about the story. That looks really good. I haven't seen it yet, but it's on my watch list. And then I'm not sure on the other.
I'm not sure on the second one.
Look at that.
So have you been to cinema this year then? You went to see Avatar?
Yes, I'm watching one film a day for the whole year.
And what happens if you miss a day?
I have to book some time off of work and sit and watch loads, because I think I'm already about 3 films behind.
Oh no, Chloe.
I know, it's really bad. But that's my New Year's resolution.
New Year's resolution. That's always good.
Yes.
I haven't seen them yet. I'm going to see Marty Supreme this weekend.
That's another good one that's been out already this year.
I'll definitely let you know what I think. What did you like about it?
About that film?
Yeah.
It was really, really, really well shot.
Okay.
And the pace is... I don't want to give you any spoilers, but the pace is really up and down.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's really, really interesting. And the script is insane. So...
the trailers look great. Timothée Chalamet is a great actor as well, so definitely looking forward to it. But anything else you want to add for today? I think we have some notes, but I might have covered.
Yeah, I think obviously Gray mentioned about the AP Awards and about the next everything. So if there's anything else, is there anything else in the comment section people were saying about?
Let's have a look.
A question?
There is a question, QQQ. Can you explain the new zoom at f7.1? Doesn't seem worth it.
That is a common response that the lens is getting. A lot of people have been saying that. Do you know, I can't remember what the aperture is at when it goes to 7.1.
I believe it'll be around, maybe from 85. I didn't need to look at the specs, but... It's not very fast, is it? It's not ideal. Maybe in the right conditions, outside in bright light. But not all lenses can be 2.8 constant aperture. So, I think
they've had to sacrifice. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
The budget, I think.
Yeah, there has to be a compromise somewhere. So, I'm not super hyped for the lens, but I do think having options.
Really specific audience, I think. So we'll have to see how it goes. But when we get one, we'll definitely film a video with it and see what it actually is like, and show you guys. And if there's anything else, not just live streams, I don't know if a lot of you watch the videos as well that we post, but we're looking to film a lot more of those. So if you've got any ideas for those as well, please pop them in the comments, because we're always looking through them for ideas and things like that.
That's right.
And I don't know if you follow us on socials, but we post on Instagram and TikTok and on YouTube Shorts as well. So make sure you check those out. We do a lot of short form content on there. So make sure of funny videos. Yeah. And I don't know.
Unboxings.
Lots of unboxings, yeah.
We have the Grey special as well. That when anything interesting comes in, we'll try to do a video on it.
There's lots of videos from Grey as well, and we're going to do some giveaways, I think, soon.
We will do a giveaway. We have some goodies to give away. We won't give away what the giveaways will be yet, but tune in. And I think that'll be it for today. How did that go, Chloe? What do you think?
It was really nice. It was lovely having Gray on here as well.
Yeah, that helps massively, I think.
And it was nice to hear his stories as well.
Yeah, it's always good.
Yeah, so that was really nice, and I'm looking forward to it. What about you?
Yeah, really looking forward to what 2026 has to bring. We'll try not to FaceTime Con before the next live stream. We'll be pros.
We're going to do it all by ourselves next week. We'll actually block Con. So you can't be in the comment section.
Have a lovely Friday, guys.
Friday.
Good weekend. And we'll catch you next time.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye. How do we end?